Hey everyone, hope you're having a great day. As you may have seen my previous video, I doing these two videos on my journey, my experience with Lyme disease. If you haven't already checked out my first one, if you're interested in this topic, then check out my first video and then watch this one. It's a Christian YouTube channel. I'm a pastor in Front Royal, Virginia, but I had a really crazy experience with Lyme disease. I know there's a lot of people that have battled with this, have loved ones that have battled with this, and it's becoming quite a major issue in America and a lot of other countries too. So anyway, be sure to check out my other video, but a lot of people have asked me, how did I get better? How was I treated? Well, I saw a doctor in Northern Virginia in Reston, named Dr. Samuel Shore, and he is amazing. I can't recommend him enough. He was the president of the National or International Lyme Association. It's like the biggest advocacy group for Lyme, chronic Lyme disease. If you don't know, there's a lot of controversy around Lyme disease of, big institutions not believing that it can exist chronically. And, if you have Lyme disease, if you found this just through YouTube algorithms, you probably already know that. So I won't even get into all that. But anyway, I tested positive for Lyme disease, 8 different strands of Borrelia. And a little bit of Bartonella on my test showed up, and a pretty bad case of Babesia, and quite a few other co-infections, Ehrlichia, Rocky Mountain spotted fever, different things like that. So he put me on. Oh, and by the way, for anyone who wants to know, my test that I did Vibrant America. It's a little bit cheaper than the IGeneX test, which many people will know about. So I did that. It was, I forget how much, $750, I think, something like that. So anyway, so he put me on minocycline and another antibiotic called Cleocin. Minocycline is, I've studied this out a pretty good amount. Minocycline is known to get past the blood-brain barrier better than doxycycline. So that was his reasoning for that, because I had a lot of neurological headaches, things like that, a lot of neurological issues. And so minocycline, Cleocin, which is also good at killing Lyme, but it's also really good at killing Babesia, which is probably the bigger issue for me than maybe even Lyme disease in and of itself. So he put me on that. He put me on Plaquenil hydroxychloroquine. So that got a lot of media attention during COVID, as many of you know. And so put me on that, and Mepron, which is another Babesia, malaria medicine. So I'm on that also. Herbally, I started off on Byron White, AL complex, and the other Byron White, ABAB. And I like both of those a lot. Dr. Shore did not prescribe those, someone else did, and he was cool with me taking those. So I took that. He then added me on to artemisinin with curcumin is also in it, and black walnut, which I think I heard is really good at killing Lyme when it's in its cyst form or biofilm forms. I think it's the reason for that. And so then I started, after that, then I went on to oh man, there's mosquitoes out here. Cryptococcus. Mosquito. Yep. Got him. Thank you. Anyway, so then I started on Cryptococcus, and more recently added me on to Anula and Sarmento from the Cowden protocol, NutriMedics. And so that's what I'm on. And that's what has gotten me from being in a wheelchair and dying to functioning well and being happy and healthy than mosquito. And getting married in September, and I'm doing really, really well. So still have some symptoms here and there, but the plan is that I'll be getting off of the antibiotics and other prescriptions here in the next couple of months or weeks even. Got one. And then I'll be just going herbal and all that. And then dietary, people have asked me what did I do diet-wise. Yeah, I mean, diet is huge. In my opinion, if you don't fix your diet, I don't care if you take antibiotics or herbs, your chances of recovering are just really not that great without changing your diet. I tell everybody, when you first find out you have Lyme, you need to do Whole30. I would encourage anybody with Lyme should absolutely cut gluten. That's the bare minimum. There's just no room for that. No sugar, no processed sugar, only fruit sugar. And I would say most people need to cut red meat, in my opinion. I went a long time without red meat. I do red meat now. I feel like I need it sometimes. I just feel like I need the iron in it. I crave it, and I feel weak if I don't have it once or twice a week. But I try not to overdo it, and I try to make sure it's organic. And then I tell you, one of the biggest things, even still, is sometimes I'll feel kind of bad and feel weak, and then I'll drink a huge 40-ounce juice that I make myself. Do not buy store-made juices. It's processed garbage. But I make my own juice. I do celery, cucumber, watermelon rinds, and I eat the insides of the watermelon, and cabbage and beets and lemon and kale and just everything green and all that kind of stuff. And I'll do a juice like that pretty much every single day, and some days I forget, I don't feel good, and I'll do a juice, and then I feel great. So I would really encourage you, smoothies and juices, get as much of it in your system as I can. When I was not doing well, I was having a lot of digestive issues, and I would I'd get my parents to make it for me because I was incapacitated basically. But I would make a 50 or sometimes even 60 ounce green smoothie. I would put literally an entire package of spinach in it. And I know that sounds like a lot. I mean, one of those thick tubs. And an avocado and frozen strawberries and frozen bananas and nuts and seeds and all those kinds of things. And really, I won't get into the details, but it would really clean my system out, make me feel a lot better. And detoxing when it comes to Lyme disease is just one of the most important things. You've got to detox, and you've got to go to the bathroom and get rid of all the garbage that your body is dealing with. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I should share, but yeah, I mean, taking a lot of vitamin C is a good thing. NAC, alpha lipoic acid. That's really what the other thing that I want to talk about, detoxing. So everyone on Lyme that has Lyme should be taking glutathione, NAC, alpha lipoic acid, curcumin, and should be doing vitamin C and some type of charcoal supplement. I really recommend Detox 2 from Byron White. I think that's really good stuff. Most people with Lyme seem to have, well, maybe not most, but a lot of people with Lyme, I don't know the statistics, but I would say maybe most people with Lyme have some issues with mold, whether they think they've been in a moldy environment or not. I mean, there's mold even in our air. And when you have Lyme, you just can't handle much of anything. And so even just minor exposures to mold, even months and years ago, can be part of the picture of immune dysfunction when you have Lyme disease. There's just little things that you just can't handle when you have Lyme. And mold is one of them. And so anyway, chlorella, and also Byron White Detox 2 should take care of mold. Glutathione helps pull it out of your body. Also, it's not meant to be medical advice. It's just my experience and just some ideas for those if you want to do your own research. But anyway, I had mold in my system, and that really helped me out. Glutathione and Detox 2. I also did just other charcoal supplements, and it always made me feel better. I would feel really just gross after I would have a really bad die-off reaction, which most of you know is herxing. And then I would take charcoal, and I'd wake up next morning and I'd feel so much better. Also, big lifesaver, if you are in Lyme treatment, you should definitely be taking a supplement called Berber Panella. Cleanses out your body, cleanses your blood, from what I hear, from toxins that are built up from Lyme disease. So I would take that. If I was feeling really sick from treatment, from detoxing, I would take a shot of that, a dropper full. I would juice 2 or 3 lemons or a lime or 2, and then I would do 2 tablets of Alka-Seltzer Gold, and would down that real quick, and it alkalizes your body and helps your body detox and deal with all of the toxins that you are building up from Lyme disease. So, and that's what NAC also does, similar concept, and glutathione and chlorella, all these things. So I think that's about everything I wanted to share. Yeah, I think that's everything. But yeah, God bless you guys. If you have any questions or anything like that, please feel free to comment on this video. And yeah, hope you're having a good day.